want to interview you real quick as an event attendee.
Okay.
Okay? So just please describe yourself a little bit.
Find events online. I have a strong preference for free events over paid events. If it's a paid event, then there needs to be explicit value that I get from paying the cost. Otherwise, I just don't go. I am relatively outgoing, so it's pretty easy for me to talk to people and engage with them at an event.
Now, describe a little bit your main problems as an event attendee.
I never know if the event I'm going to go to is going to be worthwhile. Oftentimes, I don't know who's going to be there, which usually, if I'm going to an event, it's because of the people that are going to be there, more so than... Sometimes it's the educational piece around the speaker or something, but more often than not, it's for the people that are going to be there. Sometimes events are a waste of time. I get excited about going to something, and then 3 hours later, I really want those 3 hours back, so I could actually do something valuable.
Something else?
A much lesser problem, but still something that's at the back of my mind, is transportation and distance from me. If it's really far away, the threshold for how good the event needs to be is... But that goes back to knowing the quality of the event. If I know the quality of the event, I can justify the cost by either time or transportation or money or whatever to get there. But if I don't know, especially if it costs money, then... There's really two reasons I would go to an event, like a networking event or an educational event or something. If it's the content of what I would learn, is one thing, and then the people that I would make connections with or touch base with again or catch up with or whatever. The human connection piece, and the human connection piece is much more important to me. So the educational thing is nice, and if it's a really interesting topic, then that can be a standalone reason for me to go, but for the most part, if I go to an event, it's because of the people that are going to be there.
Describe a little bit better this problem that not knowing if the event is worth going.
Particularly in professional events, I'm most interested in who's going to be there and what kind of connections can I make, what skill sets are going to be there, what can I learn from the people that are there, what connections can I make for future reference or future professional development or whatever. And even though networks like Meetup or otherwise have people who are attending on the list, it's not particularly helpful to have a face and a name. Great, face and a name. That's only really useful if I know who it is and I know exactly our relationship already, but for people that I don't know, it doesn't do much for me.